Hi Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Ascendant. This is Dane, and I am going to be doing your October 2022 full moon reading for you. Now I ask if this reading resonates with you. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. If you're interested in any of the cards that I'm using, they will all be listed in the description box below. Now before we begin this reading, let us clear the energy space, raising our own energy vibration and releasing any negativity. This cleanse and meditation will be accompanied by a loud sound. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. Releasing all negativity from the body like storm clouds, letting yourself feel calm, centered, and at peace as we enter into this safe and loving space. So let's see the energy that we have to be mindful of during this time. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels and spirit guides. We have justice, okay? And justice is very interesting because it's Libra energy. The sun is in Libra. Also, Venus is in Libra, and Venus rules Libra. So the Libra energy that is coming through is opposite the full moon in Aries. And this can bring tension between our urge to be free and spontaneous and our urge to take care of everything and make sure everything's balanced and make sure the people that are dearest to us are taken care of. So that's going to be something here, Gemini, where we can almost feel a bit resentful to things, where this full moon in Aries has us wanting to be free almost to the point of recklessness. We just want to push through, get things done. Spirit says here, don't rush. And yet we're also going to want to take care of everyone and everything and make sure everything is just right and just so. So be mindful of this, that the sun's energy in Libra and the moon's energy in Aries, they can be intense with each other during this time. And we're definitely going to be sensitive enough to really pick up on that and really feel it. So let's see what the tarot has to say. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Now, the other thing about this time is that the full moon in Aries is conjunct Chiron. And Chiron brings us tensions in emotions and our inner selves. So we can feel tension there, but we're also going to feel it because Chiron is conjunct the full moon opposite the sun and Venus, which again, Chiron is conjunct the full moon. And this can bring us to be very aware of our inner wounds, of hurts and pains and disappointments and fears that have been trying to destroy us for a really long time, but that we keep on pushing away. So just be aware of that. Wounds that we haven't healed are going to be coming up during this time. We have Temperance, we're crowned by Temperance. We then have the Sun, which I love. We then have the Six of Wands, the 10 of Pentacles, and the Star. So with Temperance and the Star, we have Sagittarius energy coming through, and we have Aquarius energy coming through. So if that is within your chart, or somebody that you know is an Aquarius or a Sagittarius, that's going to come through very, very powerfully during this time, and our relationships are going to be more intense with these people. Now, there is a sense here with the Six of Wands. This full moon, as cantankerous as this full moon can be at times, and it's telling us to slow down, center yourself, understand what it is that you want. We're really going to want to rush through things and get to the end results. So Spirit is just saying here, oh, that's so funny, because an image just came through of a little kid like eating all the cream from Oreos. Okay, so I don't know if somebody did that when they were little, or somebody in your family did that. It's kind of like, I want to get to the best part. And that's going to be us during this time. We just want to get to the best part of things. So just be very aware of that energy being here. And yet there's such a blessing that's coming forward with our work and with our finances if we let ourselves shine. We have the sun and the stars in the sky. We have this moon guiding us. And there's such a power here celestially for ourselves that we need to step into our light, our purpose, and what we desire. Now, we have been talking about Mercury retrograde, right? And Mercury retrograde is in its post-shadow period up until the 16th of October. So be aware of that, because we are ruled by Mercury. We are ruled by Mercury. Virgo is ruled by Mercury. It can be a little bit more sticky for us. Things come up that need to be seen during Mercury retrograde that we'd rather just sweep under the rug. We can have communication, mishaps, but we're also going to have those mishaps in things that we need to look at a bit more closely for ourselves, a bit more, strongly for us. Now, when we're crowned with Temperance, Sagittarius energy, that's our sister sign. So this energy is saying it can bring out the best or the worst in us, just like a sister can. So here, the energy of Temperance is saying we need to balance the twins. We are the twins. We have a duality to our nature that we need to accept and understand. We need to balance that duality during this time. If we don't, we can feel lost, we can feel adrift, we can feel overwhelmed. There is also a sense here of that energy that comes to rush forward, to go after, to do. We need to balance that with looking at the bigger picture, seeing what it is that we want, and not just getting caught up in the dream of what could be, but also standing firm in the reality of what is right now. Now, it leads us to the sun. The sun is the happiest card within the whole entire tarot. But I'm seeing here also this sense of, as we move ahead, as we're going after what we want, an area in our lives that we might never really have to pay attention to. It could be a person, it could be, something that we are just kind of, it's always there, so we take advantage of it, or we take it for granted. That's going to be something we need to pay attention to now. There's going to be something here where it's like things aren't going to go quite as smoothly as we want them to. It's not going to be a bad thing. It's just reminding us to center ourselves in this world, to center ourselves in what we want. The sun is still shining. There's still a radiance to us and a beauty and a prosperity and a success that is powerful and extreme and exactly what we want. But just know here that that area in our lives that usually can just kind of run without us having to check on it, we're going to have to check on things every now and then. Or that person who can just get things done, like that kid who isn't our problem child, or is, always just that straight A student. We need to kind of check in on them, or that friend. So just be very aware of this, or partner. With the Six of Wands, there is this real sense here of celebration of hard work that is paying off. You're starting to see what you desire in your life paying off and moving you forward. And you're starting to see things very differently than you have seen them before. There is a sense where I'm going after what I want and what I need. It's so funny because, in the Rider-Waite-Smith deck, there's this whole crowd of people around this person on a horse, right? And they're moving forward, and it's celebrating, right, that person. And there's a sense here of be mindful of the praise of the praise that you're getting. Be mindful of the words that you're listening to, because not all of them are going to be healthy for you. So it can be somebody puts you too high on a pedestal. It can be somebody tries to knock you down. But we really need to stay balanced and focused and centered within ourselves during this time, because we have the potential from this full moon in Aries, from this, tenacious, go-getting, determined energy of Aries, to really see our dreams coming true, to really see ourselves progressing forward in a way that is astounding and beautiful and very positive for us. It moves us to the 10 of Pentacles. If you are having money troubles, okay, this is a time where you are coming to a completion of a cycle when it comes to money. The way you view money, the way you look at yourself as successful, you are starting to see things in a new light. You are starting to see yourself in a new light. And that is going to be very, very, very important, Gemini. There is a sense of I'm worthy of wealth. I am letting wealth in, and I am taking wealth that is coming to me. It's not like I'm hiding away anymore. It's not like I'm ashamed of myself. I am letting myself progress in power, in beauty, and in determination for me. So just knowing that with the Ten of Pentacles, there's something that's connecting you, okay? There's a sense of connection. There's a sense of community coming in as well, if you need that. Now, you might be a more introverted person, but I still see this need for connecting with like-minded people, being able to, it's like, find your little community, find the people that you can share ideas with and that you can kind of bounce things off of. That's going to be very important for you, Gemini. You're going to be a little bit more secular during this time, a little bit more introverted, a little bit more, focusing on you and what needs to be done, like everything that needs to be done within your own little world. Spirit is also saying kind of step out of the boundaries of things. Step out and see what surprises might come. See what beauty might come, because there are opportunities that are coming for you financially that are going to be surprising, okay? But there's also a sense of I am embracing my wealth and my worth and my desire for what I want for me. Now with the star, a wish that we have, that we've held very, very dear, a wish that is part of our life energy and what we desire for ourselves is coming forward. And that wish is having us see more clearly what we want. It's not what we cross our fingers for. Divinity is hearing the wish that we have in our soul, the wish that we've had since we were little. And it's starting to build us up. We're connecting again with that wish. We're connecting with our power and our desires, and we're balancing everything. We're balancing where we are now with where we want to be in the future, or where we were in the past and where we are now. And there is a sense here of I am valuing myself in a way that I haven't before. And that's a game changer for us, very much so here, Gemini. So let's see what the moon has to say for herself. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels. So we have the full moon in Taurus coming through, and it says your dreams need a practical plan. Always that level-headed Taurus coming forward. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Okay. So your dreams need a practical plan, and that's coming in with temperance, with balance. We can get caught up, Gemini, as we all know when we read about Geminis. Geminis are a little bit, they're described as flighty or interested in everything, kind of like jack of all trades, master of none type of deal. Our dreams need a practical plan. We are going to start to be grounding ourselves, even if it's just a little bit of grounding, even if it's just like, a little bit of saying, oh, well, I need to be more like this, or I need to do this for me, or I need to move forward this way. And that's going to be very important for us. We're seeing what it is that we desire. We're seeing what it is that we want. We're seeing where it is that we need to be. That's bringing more balance into our lives. That's centering us in a way that is really quite profound and beautiful. And as we do this, we start to see that, okay, if I want that dream to come true, if I want to, move forward this way, I'm going to have to, maybe do things that I don't like, or, kind of spend the time doing, I just see this more of like not doing things that we don't like in a way where it's like, oh, this is terrible, but in a way of practice, in a way of, walking through the muck and the mire and walking through the boring bits. For Geminis, that's always like the toughest bits. Walking through the boring bits to get to the really exciting bits that are waiting for us. So just be aware of that. Your dreams need a practical plan, and that practicality is a bit of the boring stuff that we don't like to look at. So here, just know that. And you might actually have an earth sign energy, a Taurus that helps ground you. If not a Taurus, I would say, a Virgo or a Capricorn, probably more of a Capricorn than a Virgo, just putting that out there. But you're going to have this very grounding energy around you. And it could just be somebody who's super level-headed, super grounded. You might not even know their sign, but they can help you move forward and see yourself progress to the place that you want to be. Now, with the full moon coming through here, and it's saying power, with the sun, with us seeing our innate talents, with us seeing what we desire, that is power. And that power is coming through in just the most beautiful, beautiful way. This moon, for some reason, Gemini, has a power to us, has a beauty to us, is connecting with us in a way that we hadn't expected and hadn't anticipated. And it's going to open up the door for us if we let it. Okay? It's the October 9th full moon, and we are going to see ourselves stepping into a place of power and prosperity, of insight and ideas. But we can also just feel ourselves shining. We could have been in a really dark place. Life could have, taken over and drained some of the joy out of it. And now we're seeing ourselves shining again. We're seeing ourselves centering ourselves. We're seeing ourselves embrace what we love and what we want. It moves us to the void. And the void, with the Six of Potions, with the Six of Wands, it is a sense of, what do we need to see in the darkness before the moon illuminates everything? As the full moon fades away to the new moon, what do we need to see in our success, in the way that we hold ourselves, in what we desire, in what we want, in what we dream of? This isn't going to be when everything is hunky-dory and bright and shiny. This is going to be when things are quieter, when things are a little bit more real. Spirit is saying, what needs to be seen within you, within the moon, within quiet introspection, because that's what the moon is. It's our inner selves. What guides you forward? What leads you to the place that you want to be? Because this is success within your career, but this is also nurturing that success. Six of Wands, the 6th month, how do we move forward? The 6th month, which is June. Okay. So especially for those born in June, we also have from May 21st, right, to June 20th, we have the Gemini time period. But here, look at what you need to nurture. And it doesn't matter if you're born in May or June. This is going to be very important. What do you need to nurture? What do you need to connect with in order for you to step into the role that you want? Step into the power that is you. Because the purity of the snow moon comes in with the 10 of Pentacles. And whenever I see the purity, it's the fresh fallen snow. It is the world when it's quiet, and then when the storm stops and the birds start to sing and everybody, like the whole world, starts to wake up. It's that moment. And it's that moment of wonder where it's rare and it's gorgeous and it's serene and it's quiet. So here with the 10 of Pentacles, where's that moment of wonder within you? When we look at the world watered, not through rainstorm, but through snowstorms. How are we taking care of ourselves? How are we blanketing ourselves in the purity of our intention, in what we desire and want? And then how is that ruined by everybody else, trampling all over it? The cars, making the snow look like mud. How is it taken away? But if we can focus on blanketing ourselves at night before we go to sleep, just even visualizing snow falling down on us and just having this beautiful blanket of our dreams and our intentions and our prosperity and our bounty and what we desire in life. How does that change where we're going? How does that change what we're capable of? And it moves us to faith. Faith in our dreams, faith in what we deeply desire within our lives and for ourselves, faith with the way that we're moving forward and what we're moving forward towards. When the stars come out at night with the full moon, it's breathtaking. It's absolutely breathtaking. It is time to have faith in what isn't always seeable. And it's time to connect with the dreams that we had when we were little, when anything was possible, and when we didn't realize we couldn't. And that's going to be very important for us. During this time, there's a calm that this moon in Aries, this moon that is, the hunter's moon, right? In Aries, the god of war, this moon of action and determination and focus and profound, masculine energy is telling us, how do you quiet and center yourself? It's like those meditations before hunters go out into the woods. And how do you center yourself so that you can be as prosperous as possible in our modern hunting, in our works, in our career, in our finances? And this moon is a moon that if you can meditate during it, if you can find your center during it, Gemini, can bring you to a place of success, can embrace a level of power in you that is surprising. Let's see subconsciously what the moon has to say for us. You and your loved ones are safe. Growth. You don't have to worry. Gemini, you are going to want to take care of everybody and everything, and that's part of the Sun and Venus being in Libra. That's part of it. We want to take care of everyone and everything and make sure everything is just perfect. And we can deal with us later. We can take care of ourselves later. The growth is going to be knowing that things are really okay. How are you stepping into your power? How are you growing as an individual? How are you seeing yourself forward? It moves us to our subconscious energy to be mindful of. And it's the Seven of Swords. There's something here about a communication of lies that comes forward. There's something here where you read something or you see something and you can't always believe what you read. You can't always believe what you see. Make sure you have a conversation with the person. Okay, if somebody's saying to you, oh, this person lied or this person said this or that, don't get caught up in the lies of others. It will be very easy to be pulled into other people's drama. Don't do it. Don't do it. If that means being a bit of an ostrich, putting your head in the sand and saying, I'm focusing on my life, that's all you can do. Seriously, Gemini. Your subconscious, oh, I love it. Your subconscious tarot message is the Magician. It is time to embrace your magic. It is time to embrace your prosperity and your desire and who you are. It's time to see your gifts. Instead of looking at them and saying, oh, well, this is normal, because it's your gifts. It's not, somebody else's gift. Now it's time to see you, Gemini, and embrace the power and the magic and the beauty and the prosperity and the distinction that is you. And you're going to be surprised at what happens when you see yourself not as, excuse me, not as some, poor schmuck just trying to get by, but as somebody who's worth it. Because this reading here is saying, oh my gosh, are you worth it? There's a magic to you. There's a brilliance to you. There's a spark to you that everybody else doesn't have. You need to honor that, Gemini. Because if you honor that, it will honor you. And you will be shocked at your progression. You will be shocked at the way your world moves forward. And it might not be, the mansion and the fancy cars and the, everything like that. But it is going to be something that is your dream. It is going to be where you look at your life and you step back and you say, I did good. This is astounding. All right, Gemini. I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. I'm sending loving, healing energy to each and every one of you. I love you all, and stay safe. Let's end this reading with a meditation, a clearing away of negative energy, a raising of your positive energy, as we embrace the power, intensity, and beauty of this full moon and of ourselves. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. May you move forward in peace and in harmony, Gemini, and may you have a blessed moon.